Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the very first episode of Campfire Conversations. I'm Meanderin Mitch, and I've been meandering my way to start this podcast for quite a while. And I'm finally here, and I'm glad you are too. Now, to get started, I want you to do me a favor and close your eyes. And picture this. We're sitting by a campfire under a blanket of stars. The fire's crackling, and we're just talking about life, the outdoors, and wherever the conversation seems to meander its way. There's no rush, no agenda, just some good old conversation. Now you might be asking, why Campfire Conversations? And if I'm being honest, it's just because I like being outside, whether it's camping or hiking or sitting around a fire with some friends. But one thing I have noticed is that some of the best conversations I've ever had have been around a campfire with those same friends, maybe some family. But the conversation, you never really know where it's going. One second it could be how you set up your camp or some general advice on your experience or the hike. And the next you could be talking about some of life's biggest challenges, things you've overcome, things you're working to overcome. And you never really know where that conversation's going, but somehow it just always seems to end up where it's supposed to. Well, that's exactly what we're trying to recreate with this podcast. So you can expect, yes, some different advice on how to camp or hike or whatever outdoor activity we're talking about in that episode, but almost more importantly is going to be the challenges that we've faced in our lives and how the outdoors can help you overcome that, or how it's showed you one of life's biggest challenges in a way that you haven't really looked at it before. And I did say we because I will be having guests on this show who can bring in other experiences and advice that might just offer a different perspective that's closer to yours. But really the important thing to me is you guys. The community of people that we could potentially help by just having these conversations. Conversations that I want to have anyways, and I think sharing with some people out there might be beneficial. We all have our own stories, things we've overcome, and things we're working to overcome. So, letting each other know that we're not alone in the journey that is life seems kind of empowering. So if at any point you would like to share your life stories or advice or your adventures in any way, drop them down below in the comments if you're watching on YouTube. But if you're listening to this somewhere else, maybe check us out on YouTube and drop them in the comments there. Or we also have a community that we're building to encourage people to meander more. Now, not to give away too much, but future episodes will definitely include some different things, like maybe how to set up a tent or different things you can do in your tent to make it more comfortable. But I think you're going to enjoy the conversations and how they morph with the guests that I already know I'm going to have, and see exactly how a campfire conversation works, at least for us. And this might be different for you, but we're just going to share what we're doing. And hopefully that'll help someone out there, and who knows, maybe this will get rolling and turn into something bigger. We can only hope. But even if this touches one person, it's been worth it. But enough cheesiness. Whether you're here for some camping advice or just to listen to some conversation, I'm really glad you're here. So I'd like to do a quick toast. For those of you just listening, I just poured a shot of whiskey. to the conversations to be had around the campfire for all to listen and hopefully learn something from. Cheers. Until next time, keep meandering, wander more, and I'll see you around the campfire. And as always, I appreciate you. Peace!